Hello everyone. For this project, we're trying to develop a portfolio that provides us the most efficient return. The biggest concerns for investors are excessive returns over risk-free rate and volatility. So we believe the mean variance method gives us the most wanted outcome. And in later slides, we're going to use multi-factor model and data from a Jupyter notebook to discuss it. We're using Farmer-French factor model since it is one of the latest. Our goal here is to find out if we can use this model to create the most return from what we have in the market. And we are constructing tracking portfolios with only one exposure to one factor and none to others. The graph here is showing the cumulative return on each factor. We are taking 4 of the most traded ETFs from the market for each factor to see how well they are tracking the factors. Since most of the ETF available in the market, especially those tracking factors other than the market, are not listed until 2000 and some even till 2010. The observation period is set from 2000 to date. Among the factor, the momentum had a crazy performance before 2008 and plunged in that year. Well, the market factor though dropped in 2008 but has kept a steady growth in the past 10 years. When we look at the ETF's tracking factors like CMA, SMB, and momentum, actually there are few correlations between the ETF performance and the factor. Instead, market ETFs track the factors quite well, and so do the HML ETFs. We used mean variance efficient strategy, then we established regression model on the ETFs to the factors. After the regression, the ETFs are sorted according to their beta, which illustrated to what extent the ETF implements the factor. Beta over alpha here that shows the cost to investors to gain each unit of exposure to that factor, and tracking arrow indicating the consistency of the tracking performance. When we are considering the strategy, the return volatility balance is attached great importance. Therefore, a mean variance efficient strategy is implemented on both ETFs and the factor. By the implementation of the strategy, we have access to the most efficient portfolios that provide the highest Sharpe ratio. The return turns out that by using the ETFs, investors can generate more value than simply implementing the factors. From our perspective, there are 2 reasons that are mainly responsible for this. The first one is that the ETFs carries its own characteristics. They're unique due to its imperfect tracking method and limitations that bring us extra returns than the factors. The other one is that the factor model is not general enough to cover all the returns from the ETFs.